Hey folks, welcome to Seawaywhiskywire. Back with another first impressions video, guys. This time we got an Indian single malt on the bar with the Indri Trini Triple Wood. So go watch the intro, come on back. I'm going to pop the top, tell you guys a little bit about this, and give you guys my first impressions. Stick around. Well, hey guys, thanks for coming back after the intro. I'm Tyler, and tonight on the bar we've got ourselves an Indian single malt whiskey with the Indri Trini Triple Wood. And full disclosure, guys, a Canadian distributor did send this over to the channel for me to take a look at, so thank you guys very much for thinking of me. Looking forward to cracking the top and getting into this and sharing my opinions and thoughts on this with everybody out there. Before we dig into things here, guys, just a quick background on Indri Trini, just for those of you guys who are not too familiar with them. I know I wasn't until I did some research, so I just want to share that with you guys before we share the overview and crack the top on this bottle of Indri Trini. So Indri Trini is a premium Indian single malt whiskey that's produced by Piccadilly Distilleries in Indri, India. And it was launched back in 2022, and it's notable for being one of India's first triple cask matured single malts. And the name Trini refers to its maturation process in 3 different types of casks. And we'll get into that once we start digging into the overview, guys. And Indri Trini has been gaining international recognition for its quality offerings of a smooth, layered tasting experience that reflects both India's terroir and global whiskey making techniques. And that's kind of what I was really interested in, guys, is there's some really great stuff going on there in India. Unfortunately, in my area here, where I am in Ontario, it's a little bit tougher to get, but I really want to start getting into some more world whiskeys. And I've heard some great things about this from other YouTubers and other people that have been talking about it, and heard a lot about it at the Whiskey Festival where I met the distributor. So yeah, let's get into the overview of the Indri Trini Triple Wood. So right off the get-go, guys, this is an integrity product here from Indri. It states right on the packaging, non-filtered, no color added, comes in with an ABV stamp of 46%. And Indri refers to the five senses, so the smell, the taste, the touch, the sight, and the sound. And Trini means the triple wood. And this is like it stated in the overview there, this is a triple cask matured, so you've got ex-bourbon casks in here, you've got French wine casks in here, and you've got PX sherry casks in here. They've got some lovely packaging here. I'm a real big fan of the way they picked it out here. The bottle's a little tall. I'm never a big fan of tall bottles, guys, but this is a really nice label. There's a QR code on the back that'll take you over to the website for more information. They give you the batch and all this stuff in there. They give you some lovely tasting notes on it. They've got a ton of rewards represented on the packaging here, and it just looks like a real integrity product. And based on what I've heard, based on what I've heard and what I've read on the packaging here, I'm looking forward to digging into it because it seems like it is an integrity product. But without further ado, let me crack into this, and if I have problems, I will edit it out as always. But it looks like it's going to be pretty easy to get in here. There's a little tab. There we go. Beautiful, just like that. And let's see if we can get a nice cork pop off it. Oh yeah, very nice. Or a nice little dram. Already getting some interesting aromas right off of it there, guys. Natural color, and I mean, they don't specify age on this, guys. Lovely color to it there, lovely deep amber. Likely imparted, got the PX sherry cask in there, as well as some French wine casks. French wine, I find, adds a little bit of depth, which I really enjoy. You see some of those ex-French wine casks and things like the Courier Reckon. That's the one that I kind of stand out with, and has some interesting character to it. And then you got the bourbon cask in there. Got some lovely legs digging in there too. All right, let's get on the nose of the Indri Triple Wood and see what we can pull out of this Indian single malt whiskey. On the nose. Very, very nice nose. Always like to state it right off the bat. Nothing offensive. No ethanol, no punch, no burn. But lots and lots of flavors. Notably, I'm getting some apples, pears, a little bit of peach in there, some chocolate, strawberries, a little bit of fudge. At the back end, there's a bit of acidity, almost like an apple cider vinegar kind of bit to it there, or some balsamic vinegar. Probably more balsamic. Very interesting. And I've mentioned the peach. There's some melon in there too, maybe some apricots. Some sherry fruits in there too. It's very complex. Wow. Lots going on here on the nose so far, guys. Wow. Well, I'm pretty excited to dive into the palate. So I don't know how they say cheers in India. I really should have asked some of my buddies or my coworkers what to say, but you know what? Cheers to your health, and let's get into the Indri Trini Triplewood. Cheers on the palate. Wow, very interesting. Mouth coating, oily, got some body to it. Like that profile, very Scotch-like, very integrity. Flavor profile, I would say it is Scotch-like, but not overly Scotch-like. It's got its own thing going on here. Lots of flavors going on there. Flavors like the complexity match, like the nose matches the palate for complexity. There's a lot of different things going on there. Apples, peaches, pears, the dark fruit in there, some cherries, sultanas, raisins, some dates, figs, vanilla, a little bit of pepper in there too. I'm gonna go back in for one more sip. It's a good one, guys. Lots going on. Not a whole, like, I mentioned these fruits and stuff like that, but it's not overly sweet. But it does have so much going on there. Vanilla, honey. A little bit of a balsamic vinegar again on there. That little bit of acidity, but then there's a nice bit of spice to it. Some nice oak, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg. A little bit of black pepper, a bit of white pepper, maybe cayenne. Nothing offensive though. The finish on this one is a solid medium. Not it's not overly carrying, but it develops, and it develops fast. It just kind of boom, 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 hits you with all these different flavors. Lots going on. Lots of very, I don't want to say aggressive, but lots of very, very big, booming flavors that are kind of not competing with each other, but they just kind of go right down the line. But yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. One more little sip. This is great. I really like this one. Very interesting. Again, lots going on. It's not overly, it's fairly complex, but not overly complex. It's a pretty easy one. If you like lots of flavors, if you like, there's no peat to it, there's no abrasiveness, there's no kind of rough edges to it. Very well produced. Integrity product, which always is a great thing to see. But if you like lots of flavors, and if you like those flavors coming at you hot and heavy, this is a great one. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this one. This is gonna be, I think, a good one for summer too. It just seems to have that character and that profile. It's not, it's sherried, but it's not overly sherried. And the peppery notes are kind of like pulling from the PX, which is not, sometimes the PX can be a little overpowering. I think it's really complemented nicely by those ex-French wine casks there that add that bit of, that kind of bit of grapiness to it there. I didn't really mention the grapes, but I mean, I think it kind of falls more into those peach or that melon kind of thing going on there. But yeah, this is a very interesting one. And yeah, really glad I got to try it out. Very interested to see, and one of my things this year was to try more world whiskeys, and this is the first one I kind of delve into this year. But I'm going to enjoy myself working through this bottle of Indri single malt Indian whiskey, because it has got lots going on for it. And again, it's a smooth sipper with lots going on for it. I think it's fairly approachable too. I didn't look and see how much a bottle of this is worth. I think it's still sub $100 in Canada when you can find it. I can't find it in my province, but you can go to province and pick it up. Yeah, solid one. Looking forward to seeing what else I can pull out of this as I dig through the bottle. So thank you guys over at the distributor for sending this over to me. Really appreciate it. And if you like what we're doing here at seawaywhiskywire, you guys know that drill. Like and subscribe down below. And hey, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at seawaywhiskywire for more content. And if you're hanging around this long in the video, guys, watching me try some Indian single malt for the very first time, thank you guys very much. Really appreciate it. Love you guys coming down and hanging out with me while I try out some new stuff and share some very interesting whiskeys with you guys. Stuff that, isn't always available to me, and something that you might want to go seek out in your own time. So yeah, guys, that's it. Look forward to knocking out some more of this Indri Trini here and seeing what else they have in their repertoire here from Indri. So All the best, guys. Take care, and I'll see you around. Bye for now, guys.